All right, we're going to walk through the steps on how to calculate the volume and surface area of a right circular cone. And so the first thing we need to know are defining our variables. And so we have two variables in our example here. The first is radius. And so for our example, we're going to use a radius of 2 inches. And we're going to use a height of 4 inches. All right. The first thing we're going to calculate is the volume. So I'll go ahead and write volume here. And we'll look at our formula sheet to find the formula that we need to use. If we see here, we have a formula for a right circular cone. The formula is pi r squared times the height divided by 3. And so I'll go ahead and write my formula. So this formula right here is equal to the volume. All right? So I'll use V as volume. The next thing we need to do is substitute in the numbers from our example into our formula. And so we'll just use the pi symbol for pi times r squared. R is 2 squared, times the height, which is 4, divided by 3 equals volume. Okay? Now we can simplify. So I'll get my calculator out. I'll take 4 times 2 squared times pi, and I get 50.27 divided by 3 equals our volume. So I'll take that number, divide it by 3, and I get, for my final answer here, 16.76 cubic inches equals our volume. And I'll go ahead and circle my answer. All right, the next thing we're going to calculate is surface area. And so right next to that, I'll go ahead and write surface area. And I'll look at my formula sheet to find the formula for surface area. The formula for surface area is pi r squared. That's for the base of the circle, finding the area of the circular base for our cone, plus pi r squared times the square root of r squared plus h squared. And so I'll go ahead and write that down. Our formula is pi r squared plus pi r, so the square root of r squared plus h squared. And that equals our surface area. All right, so that's our formula. So we'll go ahead and zoom back out, and we will plug in the variables now. So I have pi times 2 squared plus pi times 2 times the square root of 2 squared plus 4 squared equals our surface area. All right, now I can go ahead and simplify. I'll start here. 2 squared plus 4 squared equals 20. And so I have the square root of 20 times 2 times pi, 6.28 plus pi 2 squared. So I'll say 2 squared times pi equals 12.57. All right, and all of that is equal to our surface area. Okay, so let's go ahead and compute the rest of this. 20 square root times 6.28 equals 28.09 plus 12.57 and we get an answer of 40.66 inches squared equals our surface area. And go ahead and circle your answer. So there's your examples of how to calculate volume and surface area for a right circular cone.